Cause I ain't no life coach by far. Like, I love you, and I'm gonna be here for you, and I'm gonna coach you, and I'm gonna do it my way for sure. I gotta be me. That's what makes me me, right? But I can tell you just based on what you talking about, what he's talking about, what he done said, I think our biggest issue, right, is you take everything for granted, right? Everything, from your parents to whoever your guardian is, to the roof over your head, to the clothes on your back. Somebody paid for those clothes, right? To the food you're eating, right? Even though it's free to you, literally the food you're eating right now is not free. Somebody pays for it, right? So it's the same concept. You take everything for granted. Prime example, we're sitting in here, you're talking to coach, and some of you ain't even listening. You take everything for granted, and that's why you struggle. Period. So why were we down 22-6? Because you took that moment for granted. And you had to see like, oh, it's really about to be over. You took it for granted, and luckily, we were able to find a way to fight back. But against a better team, you won't. And then it'll be coulda, shoulda, woulda. And then you'll move on to your next sport, and you'll do the same thing. You'll take things for granted. And you would think that you wouldn't coming from a situation where you were 0-20. You take for granted the fact that, and I can only speak for myself, but I know the other coaches too. You take for granted for the fact that I spend more time with you than I do my own children. You take that for granted. Your mindset is you knew what you signed up for. You're a coach. It's what you're supposed to do. No, it's not. I'm legally obligated to take care of 2 people. And neither one of them are sitting in this room right now. I choose to, Maze, get out. Get out.
You ain't moving fast enough.
Like, seriously, bro, get your stuff and go. You take for granted the time, energy, and effort that goes into this. You take it for granted. So when all you have to do is show up and play and do what you're coached to do, you take it for granted. It's just my 2 cents, family. I ain't perfect. Tomorrow night, if you choose to do that again, they're a better team than Lemon Bay, fam. They play better competition week in and week out than Lemon Bay does. They went toe-to-toe with Manatee. They went toe-to-toe with Palmetto. Braden River. So that's my 2 cents, dog.
Killed Carnival, ain't
Yeah, they killed Carnival 52-20.
we couldn't even put up 10.
So like when I hear you talk about selfishness, right? It's because your teammates, right? And there's times that you've had some selfish moments. We all have, right? It's human nature. But your teammates take for granted the time, effort, and energy that goes into this. That's our biggest issue. You take everything for granted. And we're talking about football, fam, but you're building habits of life. And someday there's gonna come a time, right, when it's your habits to take everything for granted. You're gonna miss out on shit with your children. You're gonna miss out shit in your marriage, or your job, or your church, or whatever it is you do in your life, because you take it for granted. Oh, to be there tomorrow. I'll have another opportunity. Lose tomorrow, you may not get another opportunity, seniors. It's over. There's no guarantee you're gonna play college football. There's no guarantee anybody in this room is gonna play college football. You can wake up tomorrow and it can be gone. I ain't mean to take up too much of that time, but you take it for granted, man, and it's frustrating. Cause I legit, real deal argue with my wife about how much time I spend here.